Hello viewers, welcome to another video of Simpalm. Today we will be learning about the efficacy of hiring remote developers for your software project and how to efficiently recruit the best professionals from the global talent pool. We hope that by the end of this video, finding the right remote developer with explicit skills will be easier than ever. Before we dive deeper into the factors you must consider to hire the best remote developers for your project, it is important that you know why it's a better option for you to count on. Hiring remote developers can benefit your business immensely in saving hiring costs, lowering infrastructure expenses. Beyond that, you will also gain access to a huge global talent pool and enhance the overall employee engagement with your organization. Not just for the employers, but remote hiring of developers also benefits the employees with ensured work satisfaction, improved productivity, better time efficiency, and widened career opportunities. To start with, let's discuss the crucial things you must consider before you start looking for remote developers to take on your software project. Decide on your rates and location. First things first, before you start your quest to hire the best remote developers, make sure you have your location preference and budget ready. You need to decide if you want to hire an onshore or offshore remote developer for your project. For instance, if you live in the US, hiring an onshore developer might turn out to be expensive, but communication will be a bit easier. On the other hand, hiring offshore developers might be cost-effective, but communication or quality issues might persist. Once you have determined your hiring location, the next priority is to set a budget according to it. On average, remote developers in the US charge around $70 to $120 per hour, whereas when hiring offshore developers, you might have to pay around $30 to $50 per hour when recruiting from Eastern Europe and South America region, and $15 to $30 per hour with respect to Asian countries. Dedicated or part-time developers. The next big thing you need to determine is whether you need dedicated or part-time remote developers to take on your project. Dedicated developers are professionals who would be joining you on a full-time basis and 40 hours a week for at least 6 months. They are responsible for taking up long-term projects that need continual upgrades and ongoing maintenance. Part-time developers, on the other hand, are mostly hired for short-term projects, especially if you need someone to work with you for less than 30 hours, week, and 6 months. With dedicated developers, you get better availability, communication, commitment, support, and maintenance, whereas part-time professionals encourage flexibility and affordability. Delegation of managerial responsibilities for handling remote developers. The last and most important point to consider when hiring remote developers is appointing an internal management lead to handle these new professionals and get the job done efficiently. Most companies often have technical team leads, project managers, or product heads to take up this role. So, identify the internal team member in your company and delegate the responsibility of handling remote developers to them. This person must also be involved in the overall hiring process and should be responsible for setting hiring expectations for all developers who apply. Following that, make sure you have the right resources and tools to manage the information of remote developers and track their performance and contribution effectively. Now, the most important aspect of hiring remote developers, where to find the right talent. Let's discuss some of the lucrative platforms you can explore while searching for the best remote developers to join your organization. Hiring a recruiting company. Finally, if you want to save time and effort in hiring the right remote developer for your project, it is always advisable to hire a recruiting company to do the needful. They don't just help provide you with the best possible candidates that align with your expectations, but will also facilitate faster hiring and extended talent outreach. Hiring an agency to help you with your recruitment needs can bring you remote developers with specific industry expertise. Thus, the overall recruitment outcome will be in your favor. Job portals. There are numerous portals out there, such as Indeed, LinkedIn, Monster, and others, where thousands of qualified candidates await a thriving role. You can explore these portals and post your job requirement in brief. Just like candidates would be able to find your job posting, you can also search for qualified candidates and approach them for the role. Clutch and Good Firms. Both Clutch and Good Firms are top business review websites that can help you get a glimpse at the ratings of different companies that offer remote developers for handling your project. You get to review their past work, location, client testimonials, and more. These are among the top trusted platforms whenever you need to learn about the work efficiency and market reputation of any organization. Upwork and Freelancer. The internet, as well as the users, claim Upwork and Freelancer to be the best platforms for employers to seek top talent, and vice versa. With respect to remote developers, there are hundreds of skilled and experienced profiles listed on these platforms. All you need to do is create your profile on these platforms and post a job requirement specifying all the details and expectations in brief. Potential remote developers who consider themselves fit for the role will be bidding for your services while you get to review their proposal. You can check the past projects they have worked on, the location they are from, pricing, success rate, and expertise. The profiles that interest you, go ahead and schedule interviews with them. These platforms also allow you to set project milestones for remote developers to adhere to. By now, you have your list of potential candidates ready to be interviewed. So, let's talk about the steps you ought to take in order to conduct interviews of your potential remote developers. Review the resumes. First step before you conduct an interview to hire remote developers is reviewing the resumes of potential candidates. When you do, keep in mind to prepare a checklist of candidate skills, qualifications, and experience they possess. Using an ATS tool can also help you filter out the mediocre resumes and get you only the best profiles that stand out for the developer role you are hiring for. Beyond that, you can prepare a hiring standard that you must use for further filtering out the resumes. Social network verification. You need to conduct social network verification before proceeding further with virtual interviews. This is the process where you will be conducting a soft background check of candidates through their LinkedIn, Stack Overflow, Facebook, and Facebook profiles. In the process, you will be analyzing the candidate's social media posts, engagement, bio, and other such information. It will give you an idea of the overall identity, reputation, and profile of candidates. Schedule video interview. Next up, schedule a video interview round with the shortlisted candidates using platforms like Zoom, Google Meet, Ducknoll, Skype, and others. Make sure you ask consistent questions and give potential remote developers a chance to express their experience, skills, and knowledge on the subject matter you are hiring for. Conduct a skill test. Before making that final call on whom to hire as your remote developer, you need to conduct a virtual skill assessment. In this, you will be testing your shortlisted candidates with coding challenges, real-world job simulations, and other core traits. You can use tools like Codility, Ducknoll, and others to integrate a developer-specific skill test into your standard recruitment process. Assess the results and onboard the best talent to join your organization as a full-time or a part-time remote developer. With this, you are now all set to hire the talented remote developers to join your team and deliver quality projects with no compromises. Hope this video was insightful and knowledgeable to support your hiring decision and encourages you to attain business productivity. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such insights.